My name's Nesh, and I stand here as a woman experiencing the fallout after sustaining multiple TBIs, traumatic brain injuries. I'm not an athlete. I'm the furthest thing from an athlete. And I actually tell people that my lack of athleticism is probably why I've had so many concussions. A few caveats for you. This is my first time speaking on stage like this in 2 years, and now my body is unpredictable. I'm type A, so I love the unpredictability. I've pieced together what I'm sharing today. I don't remember a lot of it. While I speak, I may stumble over my words. Don't be alarmed. I may tremor or lose my balance. Don't be alarmed. And if I fall in a funny way, you have my permission to laugh. Laughter is medicine. Don't feel bad to laugh. I can already tell that you do. So if I were to say something like, I'd tell you a joke about amnesia, but I forget how it goes, you would, perfect, okay. So prior to 2022, I thought I knew what fear was. I was scared when I went bungee jumping off the tallest bungee bridge in the world. I was terrified when my daughter was born premature after a difficult pregnancy. And I was horrified when I got divorced in my mid-20s after swearing with my whole being that I never would. But none of those come close to the terror I felt in October of 2022. I bumped my head on a metal headboard one night, just slightly. I don't even notice it, really. I don't want to elaborate how I did that. Disgusting. Shh, my dad's here, shh. The next morning, I wake up feeling funny but happy, optimistic. It's a couple days before Halloween, so I'm focused on my costume. I'm going to be Maleficent. My daughter's at her dad's place, so my boyfriend, JJ, and I go about our normal routine. We grab a coffee, Timmy's, obviously. It's not too cold out. It's like that chill, you know, the refreshing one that tells you to put away your jean short cutoffs. And if any of you have jean short cutoffs, please burn them. You're welcome for that PSA. We go back to my place to watch a movie, Marie Antoinette. But a few minutes in, I start to feel a bit anxious, so I take a nap. It's just a nap. I have no idea when I lay my head on that pillow that when I wake up, my reality would shatter. After my nap, we go about our day. We're visiting my parents and then picking up my daughter from her dad's. But as the day continues, I get more and more confused. I ask questions like, where are we going again? What day is it? I'm disoriented, scared, and embarrassed. Not knowing things, that's not me. I'm the person who plans things. I can't not know what's happening. By the end of the day, as I'm sitting in the car while JJ gets my daughter, I hit a tipping point. I turn to my sister and say, I can't do this. I don't know how to take care of a child. I don't have a child. That day and the following days are a blur. Doctors, panic, people talking to me, people talking at me, asking me questions I can't answer. I don't know the year. Sometimes I think it's 1996. Sometimes I think it's 2008. I can't fathom that it's actually 2022 because that would mean I've forgotten my entire adult life. I learned that I'm divorced. That makes me cry. That I run a marketing agency. No, I tell people. I don't know how to do any of that. Poor JJ. He made the mistake of driving one day, so I think he's an Uber driver or hired help. This strange white man with tattoos keeps telling me he's my boyfriend. No, I tell him. You're not my boyfriend. I'm not allowed to have a boyfriend. Mommy will be so mad at me. My sisters are adults now. When did you grow up? I ask them, crying. Are you happy? Am I a good sister? I turn away and turn back. When did you grow up? I ask. Are you happy? Am I a good sister? My memory resets once a minute. It's chaos. My head hurts. I'm tired. There's a child. She's not with me, but I know there's a child. I don't know who the child is, but I know I need to protect her. Again and again, I ask, is the child okay? Where's the child? I need to know that the child is okay. That's all I really care about. Sleep is the worst part. Every time I close my eyes, I see the same thing. A child, a young girl. She's laying on a sidewalk, covered in blood. She looks dead. My brain tries to make sense of this. I know I'm deeply concerned about a child. I know I'm seeing this image of a dead child. Maybe it's a memory, but I don't have any memories. Ipso facto, I determine I must be a mother whose child has died. It makes sense to me. It explains the fear. It explains why everyone's acting so weird. But why don't I remember? Maybe I was given some kind of medicine to help calm me down, to help me forget the pain of losing my child. So I wail, I scream, I cry out for the child I can't remember. The white man is next to me. He strokes my hair. Shh, he tells me, the child is okay. Zainab is okay. You need to sleep. I believe him. I don't know why, but I trust him. And I've already forgotten the previous 30 seconds. So I close my eyes to sleep, and again I see the bloody child. Again I try to make sense of it. Again I wail. This happens minute after minute, night after night. The days are better, albeit a bit monotonous. I sit on my mom's beige couch to watch movies. Each one takes me days to finish. I keep having to rewind because I forget what's happening. Standing here today, I actually have no idea what I watched. The obvious question is, what do the doctors say? Well, I do go to the hospital for 4 days. In spite of my history of concussion, I'm seen by multiple psychiatrists, not a single neurologist. They say I'm not showing signs of a psychiatric disorder, so if there are no medical concerns, maybe I'm faking. Maybe I was trying to find a creative way to spend time with my boyfriend, they write in their medical notes. I beg the doctor for help when she discharges me. I beg. How would you feel if you couldn't remember your child and you were afraid you were dying? JJ yells, are you saying she's making this up? The doctor looks at him and says, I can't rule that out. Bitch. We beg some more. They threaten to call security. We're escorted out. The months tick by in flashes. One day people start wearing coats, then the Christmas tree is up, then it's gone. One day JJ says, we're getting bubble tea. I love bubble tea. An hour later I say, hey, weren't we supposed to get bubble tea? We look at each other and we cry. I remembered. I'm going to be okay. That was 2 years ago. I've regained a lot of my memories, and I do know my age, 17. Overall, I only retain about 20% of new memories. I may remember that something has happened, but I can't remember what happened. JJ and I are engaged. I don't remember his proposal. I have a 6-month-old son. I know his name, his personality, what his smile looks like, but I couldn't describe a single memory or scene with him. Pictures and videos help a lot. When I initially lost my memory, I shared my story on TikTok to let family and friends who I didn't really remember know what had happened. I got thousands of views, then hundreds of thousands, then millions. People connect with different aspects of my story. Some connect with the TBI stuff. Mothers share their fear of forgetting their own kids. And when it comes to the romantic stuff, falling back in love with the partner after forgetting him, my gosh, there are so many movie comparisons. The Notebook, The Vow, of course, 50 First Dates. You know what I noticed, though, when it comes to movies about TBI and memory loss? If the patient is a woman, the story is romantic. And it's not really about her experience. It's more her partner's hero journey. What an amazing guy for not leaving her. What strength it must take to witness a woman's pain. And when the subject of the movie is a man, it's like, this incredible athlete/spy had a huge fall from greatness. Like now he's battling Russian spies. Weep for the strong, brave man. Medically, I have more answers, which obviously I had to find myself. A research team at U of T found that the TBIs really fucked me up. The pathways that carry information in my brain are damaged. My brain itself has lost volume. My frontal lobe has lost about 1/3 of its volume, and my hippocampus, where memories are stored, is smaller than it should be. So if you were to breathe into my ear, air would come out the other end. Yeah, no, I'm kidding, but that would be such a cool party trick. You know that image I kept seeing, the child covered in blood? It took me forever to figure it out. I turned to JJ one day and I said, babe, I got it. That was me. That's what I looked like when I was in a car accident at 9 years old, my first TBI. He looked at me and he said, I know, babe, you figured it out every day this week. I don't know my outlook. I don't know how long I'll remember or how long I'll live. It's sad, I know. But let's be fair, none of this compares to a man with a head cold. You all know. I've been called resilient and strong, but I'm no resilient than any of you are. Women, we're not resilient by choice. We're resilient by nature because no matter what we're going through, the sun rises every day. And so every day we wake up, we brush our teeth, we brush our hair. Not me always, I sometimes get like a depression knot. And we make it through. So no matter what happens to you or how bad things seem to get, remember that if you're breathing, you're surviving. And you should feel proud of that. And hold on to that pride because it's gonna get you through. Minute by minute, day by day, it'll keep you moving forward. At least that's what I do. Thank you.